Hey, what's up guys, Vag here, and I finally had the bright idea to record um, a dungeon video finally for you. I tried to do it the other day and I didn't realize that the dungeon was going to take, God, 35 minutes, and the PlayStation's free recording only allows you to record for a total of 15 minutes before you then have to restart the recording. It saves it, but as soon as it it automatically saved the video after 15 minutes, I hit the record button again, and I was 2 pulls later, and the boss had half health. So I don't know why it took so long to get it to start recording again, but it didn't work out very well. So I thought I'd put together a video real quick of me running the dungeon, and I'll piece together some clips of the dungeon, some basic trash mob pulls, and then also some bigger pulls, I guess, the different bosses throughout, and then of course the end boss is going to be the dungeon Sastasha. I don't know how you say it. Here, let's look at it real quick in the duty finder. Sastasha, right there. We're waiting on a queue, and as soon as that pops, we will get into that dungeon, and I will show you how to heal at level 19 anyway, as the Conjurer. So sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. And welcome to Sastasha. So once we come around here, you just let me kind of see the dungeon. It's a half underwater world here. Pretty cool. At the beginning of each dungeon, what you're going to want to do as a conjurer is cast Protect. And that will protect all allies. And that will put a shield on all the allies, reducing their damage taken, increasing their defense, basically. So before we move on to the next section, I'm going to show you this first little pool here with these two black bats. Your basic heals are going to be Cure and Medica. Cure is going to heal for a pretty good amount when whoever you're targeting. And the targeting is pretty easy. You're going to go hit up and down on the D-pad to select your target. And the bars over there on the left will highlight, as you can see. So you'll notice that R3 Griffenstein's bar is blue. And basically he's my focus target, I'll call it. What that's going to do is every time I switch to somebody else, you see the yellow on Aleka light up. As soon as I hit my heal, it's going to go off of Aleka and back to my focus target. But that ability I cast while her bar was highlighted is going to be cast on her. So those are the basics. At this point in time, at level 18, it's all going to be about managing your mana, your magicka, whatever, we're going to call it mana, with your 2 basic heals, plus my cleanse, which is down here. That's going to cleanse any effects off of, debuffs off of people like poisons and those kinds of things. So, we're going to pull a couple more trash mobs, and I'll show you the first boss. Welcome back to part 2. This is the first boss fight. I believe it is Chopper. The really weird, yep, there he is. The really weird leopard thing. He's not much different than your run-of-the-mill standard pull. The only difference is he's a boss. He's going to do a little bit more damage. But we're going to be fine. At this level, it's really not easy to run out of mana. It's actually pretty difficult. I don't want to actually skip you. It's actually pretty difficult. I can spam heal people at this level currently a little bit. Don't really have to worry too much about running out of magic. But he just does some basic AoEs, just keep your tank healed up with Cure, which is, you see what I'm doing here. What's really nice that I like so far about the Conjurer, and then he will be a white mage eventually, is that I've got the AoE heal. Now, I don't know about the other healing classes, because I know there's one other one. I think the Arcanist can also be a healer with Book, which is pretty cool. If I could use a Book as a white mage, I would. But I don't know what kind of heals they get, but I've got a really nice one here, and then one that's going to heal everybody. So, situationally, at least for me, that's really nice. Aleka's taking some damage, let's give her a heal. And that's about it. That's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Just keep your keep your cures going. Just watch your MP. I try to keep mine above 350 when I can, just so I know I have plenty. And it's been working rather well. It's the magic management so far is not too bad. It's actually pretty easy. So here we go. We're going to pull this back. Welcome back to part 3. We'll try and wrap this one up pretty quickly. This is the first time you fight Captain Madison. You're going to fight him a total of 3 times, but because he's going to keep running away like a big sissy. So this is Captain Madison. With tank pulls quickly so that I can get through this part in 2 minutes and keep going with the rest of the video. One thing to note, it said the ram bait will be closed off in 15 seconds. That's this door. If everybody's not inside in 15 seconds, which I don't know why it would take you so long to be in the dungeon, or the boss room, but it shuts the door and you're locked out. So make sure everybody's in. There you go, see the gates down. Make sure everybody's in or you're going to have a bad time. Oh my goodness. I try to keep it above 350. It doesn't always work out that way, but that's what I try to do. Our regeneration sucks right now for some reason. Because we had to throw out 2 of those medicas there to keep everybody up. Is the issue. Let's swap to Captain Madison and throw an arrow on him just to help out a little bit. God, gonna slit our throat and toss us to the Mad Serpent. That's violent. So what I've kind of found out is try not to use Medica unless you either have an abundance of MP or there's more than 2 people taking damage. Because you see, Corey took some damage there, but it wasn't enough that I needed to throw her a bunch of heals real quick. So I need on that just because it might be better than our staff at the moment. There was no need to throw her a bunch of heals, so I just kind of kept my eye on it, not to throw out that 47 magic cost. That's the Captain Madison boss. I'll catch you on the next pull. Welcome to the last part of the video. Here is the boss den, the Orca Toothed, and this is supposed to be a mechanical fight. You're supposed to hit the bubbles, the unnatural ripples back there. They're actually going to start bubbling up, and you're supposed to hit them so that it keeps the fishmen at bay. But you don't really need to if you have a healer that knows what they're doing, namely me. Not only me, but oh god, you might want to use flash. Oh, he's actually going to do it, so I won't have to show you the pumping out the heals. Oh, he didn't get it. I got it on me. Okay. So you're supposed to hit the bubbles to keep the fish guys down. But you don't really need to if you have a healer knows what they're doing. You can just hit the boss. Because as soon as he dies, you might have 10 ads on the screen. And as soon as he dies, all the ads die as well. You notice I had a wand and a shield. I picked up the wand and the shield actually a minute ago. I greeted on them both. Or I needed on the wand, you saw. And the shield I greeted on in one. And it's actually doing a little bit more healing than my staff was. Just because there's 2 things in my hand now, and my staff was a little outdated. But every white mage I see running around has a staff, because the staves have determination, which gives a boost to healing power. If I was going DPS as a conjurer, I would probably have the shield and wand. But it is doing a little bit more. So for right now, we're gonna have the wand and the shield. Still the same basic principles. You just gotta watch out for the boss's AOE's. But what's nice is they actually show them to you. At least at this level. I'm assuming it's all the time. They show you the path of his AOE, so you just have to get out of it real quick before it does a bunch of damage. So let's cast a Medica instead of that. So that's the kind of thing you need to watch out for situationally. It was just better to cast a Medica and keep him up. Now it's definitely going to be best to put a couple Medicas down here. R3's taking big damage, plus I'm going to keep getting hit. And we have the mana to do it. We can just keep casting Medica at this point in the fight, and he goes down. So once he dies, everything dies, and that's how you do it. Good job, and thank you. Duty complete. And I love that it plays the Final Fantasy end battle music. That's just awesome. Acolyte's robe. Oh, 4 strikers. I've been wanting the Acolyte's robe. That's basically why I keep playing this. We'll give the tank a commendation. Basically why I keep running this is to get that robe. So that's going to do it, guys. That's about it. That's a few things I've picked up on. Just a little video of level 18 healing. No different than your other basic MMOs, but I am enjoying it very much. Look forward to some more videos coming out. And, yeah.